Hi everyone, this is Kathy from the Ridgefield Library, here to show you another fun and easy craft that you can make at home. Last week I showed everyone how to make paper roses using book pages. If you haven't had a chance to check out that video yet, you can find it on the Ridgefield Library's YouTube channel. This week I'm going to be showing you how to make a tassel that you can use to jazz up a simple cardstock bookmark. This project won't take us very long, so let's get started. To make a tassel, you really only need 3 things. The first thing you're going to need is some embroidery floss. As you can see here, I have lots of fun colors that I can choose from. However, if you do not have any embroidery floss at home, you could use baker's twine or even some thin yarn. The next thing you're going to need is a piece of cardboard. It doesn't have to be very sturdy. As you can see here, I have a small piece of cardboard that I got from a box of tea that I finished, and it's very thin and flimsy, and it's going to work perfectly for us. The last thing you're going to need is just a pair of scissors. The first step to making a tassel is to cut the cardboard to the right size, which is dependent on how long you want your tassel to be. For my piece of cardboard, I cut it so that it was about 3 inches long because that is how long I wanted the tassel on my bookmark to be. Now I didn't bother measuring because it doesn't have to be exact, so I just did a rough estimate. I also cut my cardboard so that it's about 2 inches wide. Even though the tassel itself will only take up less than 1 inch widthwise, it's better to give yourself a little more room to work with so that your tassel isn't falling off the edges of your cardboard while you're making it. Once your cardboard is cut to the length that you want, the next step will be to simply start wrapping your embroidery floss around your cardboard about 30 times. Now, it doesn't have to be exact. If you wrap it around 29 times or 31 times, it really won't make a huge difference. However, if you're using a thin piece of cardboard, you want to make sure that you're not wrapping it too tightly, or else your cardboard might start to bend. So now I'm just going to continue wrapping my embroidery floss around my cardboard. Once you're done wrapping the embroidery floss around the cardboard about 30 times, you want to cut off the rest of the string. Then cut yourself a new piece of string that's about 6 to 8 inches long. I've decided to make mine a different color so that it's a little bit easier to see. You can keep the same color or mix it up with a second color. Take that new piece of embroidery floss and thread it underneath all of your wrapped string. Then move the new string to the very top of the cardboard like this. Now tie a knot at the end of your string. Once you have your knot, I like to rotate the string so that the knot is actually hidden behind the other pieces of embroidery floss. Now that you have your second piece of embroidery floss wrapped around the beginnings of your tassel, it's time to cut your string off of the cardboard. Simply take your scissors and cut the bottom of your tassel. Now that your tassel is cut away from the cardboard, you want to make sure not to move it around too much, or it could easily fall apart during this point in the project. Take another new piece of string that's 6 to 8 inches long and wrap it around the tassel 5 times, then secure it with a knot. Now that you've tied a knot, you don't have to worry about your tassel coming apart anymore. Use this last step to cut off the excess string from your knot and to also trim the bottom so that your strings are all the same length. Now that I finished trimming my tassel, it's time to add it to a simple cardstock bookmark. I took a piece of scrapbooking paper and cut it into a rectangle that's 2 inches by 5 inches long. Then I punched a hole near the top. Now all I have to do is feed the top string of my tassel through the hole, then take my whole tassel and feed it through the loop of string. When I pull, my bookmark is done. It really is such a simple way to add a little bit of flair to a homemade bookmark. I hope you've all enjoyed my video and I can't wait to make another project with you.